In response to those who said that her age would have an impact on her pregnancy, Kourtney stated that the problems were not due to her age. During the first episode of the new season of her reality program, Kourtney Kardashian recounted the terrifying pregnancy scare she had. The reality television actress, who is 45 years old, had a significant role in the first episode of the fifth season of The Kardashians. The episode was shot at the time when she was significantly pregnant with her fourth child, Rocky 13 Barker. In the course of her pregnancy, Kourtney was had to undergo emergency fetal surgery, and she made her friends aware of how she discovered the news. Travis Barker, her husband, was on tour with his band Blink 182 while she was experiencing her terrifying symptoms. She was 31 weeks pregnant at the time of the shooting, and Kourtney brought her pals together for a catch-up session before the birth of her child. Her older children, Mason Penelope and Rain Disick, were able to witness the baby thanks to the fact that she had arranged for a scan to be performed at her house. Almost immediately after this, Travis was required to go on his tour on a global scale. It was revealed by Kourtney that they had chosen a high-risk doctor who is really detailed and thorough in looking for everything. During the scan, something caught his eye, and the findings had to be sent off for a closer look, which caused the expectant parents to feel a great deal of anxiety. Kourtney ended up undergoing fetal surgery as a consequence of this, which meant that the surgeon operated on the baby while it was still within her womb. Kourtney described the experience as terrifying, and she was compelled to remain in bed for the remainder of her pregnancy until she went into labor. In her statement, the Kardashian star did not provide any other details on the problem, although she did say that it was super rare. During the course of the event, 3 of her close friends gathered closely around her in the bedroom of her extravagant house in Los Angeles. Kourtney said that she was had to be taken to the hospital and that she was not permitted to consume anything, drive, or eat. During the time that Travis was in Europe, Kris Jenner took her in as her own, but he hurriedly boarded a ticket to be there as quickly as he could. TIVS DONTBAAT. The thing that was awful was that his Wi-Fi was broken on the plane, so the whole time he couldn't get updates. Kourtney stated of Travis's horrific travel. He was unable to get updates. He took off, and I believe I got it a couple of hours later. I was giving him updates, and my mother was sending him updates, but he was unable to get anything. He kept asking every 2 hours if they could reset the Wi-Fi, but they said it broke like 2 flights ago. The camera then returned to Kourtney, who was sitting in a confessional when she was heavily pregnant. By the time he got home, I had already had my surgery because they had to do it right away. Kris brought Kourtney with him and remained behind till Travis arrived at the hospital in a hurry. He then went to be with his wife. All in love, Kourtney's buddy said, "He loves you so much," as the image continued to go back to Kourtney's bedroom. With a wide smile on her face, Kourtney said, "I said to him after he told me that you are really my husband." Kourtney's pals inquired as to whether or not the issue had become apparent swiftly and whether or not they had discovered it at an early stage. The timing of it was really remarkable. Kourtney elaborated on how his explanation saved everything. "I just feel so grateful for how everything played out and to the doctors that helped make the best decision that saved our baby." It was reported by Kourtney that her physician referred to the event as a trauma. The doctor said, "I want you guys to take a second and know that was really traumatic." The creator of Lemmy made a short note of the fact that she had been advised by a number of people that she would not be able to conceive owing to her age, but she was certain that it was possible. She made it clear that the physician had informed her that the problem was not age-related, or that it was not the result of anything she had done, and that it was just a super rare issue. Kourtney came to the conclusion that this was a miracle. "We've got this," and we're just going to be super positive as she reflected on her mental state throughout the event. Her healing procedure consisted of full bed rest since she had a hole in her amniotic sac as a result of the operation that had been performed. She then proceeded through the process of recovering. November of 2023 saw the delivery of Rocky without incident.